Hey guys, what's up? It's just Connor here. Hope you're having an amazing day as per usual. Today's video is going to be centered and focused around one very simple question, which is who do you want to be in 2024? Not what do you want to achieve, but who do you want to be? Now, a lot of recent events, the first week in January of the new year, and this is where most people fail. A day, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 30 days. Most people set a bunch of goals. They set a bunch of things, changes they want to make in their life in the new year, and yet they do nothing about it. And most fail. Why? Because they focus on the activities, the habits, the actions, rather than becoming the person they need to be to achieve them. And if you want to be any somewhat successful in the new year, you want to make some changes, you want to have a difference in your dating life, relationships, health, wealth, you want to make more money, you want to get more jacked, whatever it is, right? You have to be and act as if you are already there. Let me explain. Most people think it's do, be, have. It's the other way around. It's be, do, have. You have to become the person before you already see it. Now, I understand this is probably a difficult challenge for most of you, considering it's very hard to conceptualize and understand the identity that you are not already as. But it is required to get to where you want to go. You need to act as if you're already there. You need to think from the future, not from your present current state of where you're at. Otherwise, you will not achieve what you want to achieve. Now, I'm going to explain this mountain and desert island images here to you here in a second, but stay with me here. If you want to achieve what you want to achieve in 2024 and you want to make the changes that you want to make, as I mentioned, you have to act as if you are. So let me give you an example. An overweight person is only overweight is because they have the habits, the actions, the beliefs, the behaviors of an overweight person. To become a fit person, they need to act as if they already are. And that's why a fit person is the way that they are. They eat the right things, they maybe track their calories, they may be trained to a certain level of difficulty, repetition to failure, or they just do the things that they need to do to become that person, that identity. You need to act as if you are. Now, most people, their entire life, walk around this desert island over here, right? They walk around with the same people, the same beliefs, the same things, actions, habits, behaviors, and they end up staying where they're at because, again, there is someone who has achieved what you want to achieve. And in this case, I'm going to be speaking to those of you that want to make more money next year. You want to improve your financial situation. You want to have more freedom, more flexibility. You want to create your own reality. And you know the only way to do that is through high ticket sales and making money online and making a difference there. Someone out there has achieved what you want to achieve, but you can't even see it, right? I am one of those guys that is on top of the mountain that can help you take you there, but you can't even see that mountain yet. It's really important to understand that. The reason most people continue walking around this desert island their entire life is because they can't see the destination, they can't see the person, and walking straight into the water and strapping the boots on is incredibly scary. Us as humans and human nature is we struggle with the unknown, we struggle with uncertainty. In fact, it's why within our very being to reject the unknown and the uncertain, because what does that mean? It means triggering our monkey brain to go, well, if it's uncertain, if I'm uncomfortable, well, that means it's unsafe. We live in a day and age where you can be pretty safe depending on your life setup, and you can be relatively okay depending on where you're in the world and where you're from and everything like that. And so most people interpret investing in themselves, going to the gym, doing things like they're going to die sometimes, like that level of risk. Whereas I understand that's a big jump and a leap of faith for a lot of people. And I'm going to give an example of what I mean from my personal circumstance. So for years and years and years, I walked around this same desert island, the same people of what I would call information junkies, right? Information junkies who just get all these courses, get all this information, and never actually end up using the information to implement and make the changes that they want to make, right? I was at 0K per month or maybe 2K a month, and I wanted to get to 10, but I was continuing to act like the 2K a month guy. You have to understand, guys, to get a 10K a month result, if you want to change the situation in that way, you have to act as if the 10K a month person is already you. You have to think, you have to act, you have to make decisions as if you were that person. I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you think that your perspective, your mindset, your paradigm, the way that you view the world shapes your decision-making process? Be honest with yourself. Because I can tell you, it absolutely does. And if you're not 100% happy with where you're at in life, whether it's relationships, wealth, health, any of these types of things, you have to make some changes to get to where you want to go. You have to make some changes in your decision-making process. And to get to the 10K a month, which is what a lot of people want to achieve, especially nowadays as it's so more marketed, popular as the main result, you have to act as if you're already there. And so you cannot continue walking around this same desert island with the same choices, the same decision-making patterns and processes as the people that you're walking around with. The people that you work with in your job, at your 9 to 5, your family, your friends, that all tell you that making money online isn't possible, is all that you will ever hear your entire life if you never strap on the boots and you pick a direction and just fucking walk, right? I'm not going to lie to you. Stepping into that ocean where you can't see anything and putting on the boots, some people drown. And it's incredibly scary to do so because, again, it's the unknown. Making money online is a very new thing that most people have not done and will never be successful at because they don't have the right strategy, they don't have the right mindset, they don't have the right belief systems, and they don't put in the right effort. But to get to that guy on the mountain, aka for most of you, that would be me. I've achieved what you want to achieve. You can't see it. You have to just believe it's possible. You have to actively make sure that you put in the effort to, instead of just walking around the same island with the same people, the same ideas, the same beliefs, the same thought patterns, you have to pick a direction and walk. And there is a summit that you have to climb because once you make that decision to take that leap of faith and you start walking this direction of what you want to achieve and walking with me to get to that mount at that top of the summit, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, and it's not going to be easy. But again, coming back to that same point, is if you want to make 10K a month, if you want to get fit and jacked, if you want to do these things, you have to act as if you already are. Whereas again, the biggest mistake that most people make is acting basically from their current version of reality, and you will not achieve what you want to achieve this year if you do that moving forwards. So the question that I want you to ask yourself finally is, again, who do you want to be in 2024 and how do you act as if you already are? Remember, really important to understand here, really key. You don't do, be, have. You be, do, have, right? Be, do, have. You have to be the person before you see the person, okay? So that's it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found something insightful there. Hopefully you're making some changes heading into the new year. Because the moment that I made this shift, the moment that I started changing the way that I act and behave and think to a person, basically the identity that I wanted to achieve, which was 10K a month, 25K a month, and so on, that is when I finally achieved it. Okay, so actively think, what are the decisions, what are the things that I can do today to act as if and behave as if and have the habits of the person that I want to become. Hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video.